Yeah. Heavy stuff.
Right from the get-go, man, you are intense. You know
I'm only
that.
halfway through it as well.
You are intense. You just
But yeah.
let me okay, so we've got you set up on here. I set up a pretty cool uh, way of doing it on here now. I've got a background and everything for the Minds Roundtable, and I've even got it now to where
Remind me, what did I want to talk about?
you had. Well, I mean, you were talking about it in chat. I do remember
Which
that.
one? I've been talking about lots of things.
Let me make sure I'm right here. I remember you were talking about you were wanting to bring it up in the next. It was just recently too. Now I know when Tan gets in here, he's going to want to talk about the State of the Union,
Okay.
and I can guarantee you that Cromwell, wasn't it? Yes.
Oh no, I just referenced that film because I thought you may not have seen, or you may have not seen it for a long time.
Oh, okay. So
I imagine you would have already seen it.
let me scroll. Let me
Seeing
scroll
as
up
it
a
was produced in
little bit.
1970.
Let me scroll up a little bit. There might have been. It might have been something beforehand because I know you said that we should talk about this in the show, so I can find it.
Okay.
Get it straightened out.
So that was because the Cromwell they must last week.
Yeah. Well, it was a little
this
bit
Saturday?
after. It was a little bit out. Yeah, it was a little bit after we did the show. And you said it might be of interest to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing you've already seen it before.
Yeah, it's been a while. I seen that episode, or
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that took me back. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, like I said, the last time I saw it was when I was in my early teens, so when I was 13, 14 or something.
Now, Tan started talking about crazy shit. He started talking about zombies and stuff, and I think that would be something cool to talk about because it depends on where he's going with the term zombie. You know what I mean with his post.
You've infected them.
Yes.
He's going to talk about brain eating zombies.
Well, I think something clicked whenever we had our last show, and I told him about knowing the name of God because that really woke him up, you know, especially when it comes to possessions and stuff. And then when you start talking about the Jews and why they never actually wanted to give God a name, there was a reason behind that. So I think something clicked. Now, if he wants to go that route, I'll start talking about the Egyptians and the Ba and the Ka, and then you have the I forgot the damn name of the tribe that's in Africa, the one out by Timbuktu. But they also believe in a lower spirit or a little soul and a big soul.
Okay.
And that comes from the Ba and the Ka beliefs in Egypt, but it's changed by the time it goes farther south in Africa. And by the time it reached here to the United States, it was called voodoo and hoodoo. But it's the same concept, which that's actually a cool thing to talk about. I think so. I'm a weirdo.
Oh yeah, I just learned that there are real zombies. Claire virus, narcissus.
Okay, I have not found
Keep it when you go with the friends and the young blah blah.
It
was the same time. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, it's not you. Another thing that I think Dan it'd be cool to talk about is Boaz. We were talking about Ruth last week.
Okay.
And Boaz is the guy she ended her second husband. And when she married him, she became a part of the lineage of David, which was supposed to be the lineage for Jesus. The weird part about Boaz too is he's one of the pillars on the first temple was named after Boaz. So that was kind of cool. Okay, so yeah, I can't find anything about it. I was almost positive. Oh yeah, Tan wanted to interview B at some point too. That was one of
His second interview.
This would be if he interviews him. This would be his third interview with us on it. Well, it would actually be the first one for Mine's Roundtable, I believe. I've had him interviewed on 2 other shows.
We're turning V into a celebrity.
Well, he already thinks he's a celebrity.
Yeah, he's going to get the red carpet treatment.
Yeah. Like every day is the red carpet treatment when it comes to V. Like in V's mind, he's just everything. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we interviewed him on The Wonderful World of Weirdness, and we also did it on Untethered. Mr. Robot interviewed him on that one. So. Okay, so
these things.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't. It wasn't on there. But he did want to talk about the U.S. president's recent State of the Union thing. So
I just realised Nancy's nervous system manipulation by electromagnetic fields from monitors. She's talking mainly about this sort of thing comes mainly from cathode tube CRTs. And who owns a CRT these days?
Well, I don't really.
I've got one down there, but not very many people.
With monitors too, like the research that she's talking about happened, well, not a while back, but it wasn't very.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's been changes since then. Now the one.
Yeah, she's talking about CRTs.
The one thing that stood out to me on that, though, I mean, is the resonance that in that article. It talks about the inventor Hendrikus G. Luce suggests that pulsing the images on these displays at specific frequencies can trigger physical responses through sensory resonance. You see what I mean? So that means, like, if you create a video or something and you use certain frequencies, it can actually trigger a physical response through your sensory.
Oh, this is like sensitive epilepsy.
Exactly.
Concept. Yeah. Fun enough. When was it? It was 2019, 2020. There was a suggestion by, I think, Bill Ottman to actually put overly stimulated videos plays an NSFW, a not suitable for work thing, on overly stimulated videos. Because of light sensitive epilepsy, and I pointed out to him, I found figures to say that there's only something like 80% of people in the US suffer from epilepsy, and only something like out of that, something like only like 10-15% suffers from light sensitive epilepsy.
Yeah.
So I just said it's not worth it. It's such a small percentage.
Yeah. Now there's also, she goes on in what she wrote too, to say that this stuff is actually able to these signals are able to interact with the viewer's skin as well, and it's supposed to be able to do it subliminally, because without the person being able to consciously perceive it. You know what I mean? Because it's too faint. So I do find that pretty interesting.
But I think she's really talking about what would be considered now as old technology.
Well, I mean, if it's old technology, then your theories are shot then. You realize that, right? Like, because the system that she's talking about, it aims to manipulate human bodies by using like everyday hardware. So
but we're talking about CRTs, and and everybody uses flat screen monitor screens. That is a completely different sort of technology.
Well, she's also talking about electromagnetic stimulations too.
Okay.
So, I mean, are you willing to go that far? Are you willing to say, okay, Nancy, you are right 100%, because this is old technology? After
I'm
hearing,
not absolutely sure. I would have the sort of sensitive people.
Now the patent that she's talking about too, just to point it out, the patent was public since 2003.
Yeah, so it's been around
long
before. I thought all patents were meant to be publicly available from the start.
I don't really know about that. I mean,
I'd have to check that legal stuff as far as US Patent Office is concerned.
So that's actually a good question, because I really don't know. I've never even thought about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was by default public information.
I've kept no secret from you guys.
Public accessible information, yeah.
When it comes to like the nervous system, you know what I mean? I've been interested in the nervous system for a little while now, to be honest with you. I keep saying I'm not gonna do any more research into it, but I keep getting sucked back into it, you know? Like the human brain, I think a lot of people underestimate what's really going on there. And I don't care if you're talking conspiracy or any kind of, paranormal, ufology kind of stuff, or if you're just talking scientific. I mean, there's something weird going on there when it comes to the human brain. And everybody and it doesn't matter who you talk to, somebody's always got a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how is the human brain so much of a controversy?